Shabbat Shalom. Let's turn to page 5 for Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Asharet, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem leShalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni leShalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leShalom, Malachei Ashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech Malachei Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Good Shabbos. Hope you're all doing okay this evening as we welcome in Shabbat. And we're going to turn to page 11 for the first of the Psalms for Kabbalat Shabbat, Lechu Niranena. Lechu Niranena l'Adonai, Nari aletzur yishenu, Nekadma fana b'todah, Bizmirot nari alo, Nekadma fana b'todah, Bizmirot nari alo, Ki el gadol Adonai, Umelech gadol al kol Elohim, Asher biyado mechkerei aretz, v'to'afot harim lo. Asher biyado mechkerei aretz, v'to'afot harim lo. Asher lo yam v'yasau v'yabeshet yadav yatzau v'nishtachava v'nichradi v'chradi. We're on page 12 at the arrow. Arba'im shana akut bidor, va'omaram to'e levavim, vehem lo yadu derachai, asher nishbati be'api, im yavo'un el menuchati. Page 13. Shiru l'Adonai shir chadash, shiru l'Adonai kol haaretz, shiru l'Adonai baruch hu shemo b'atzmo b'yom yom. Od adar levanav od v'tiveret b'mikdasho v'l'Adonai b'mishkan. We're on page 14 at the red arrow. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yiramayam, 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 umelo, Yiramayam, 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 umelo, Yiramayam, Yiramayam. Yiramayam umeloa, Yiramayam, Yiramayam, Yiramayam umeloa, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim, Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz, ya'alo sadai v'chol asher bo, az yiranenu kol atzei ya'ar, lifnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpot haaretz, yishpot tevel b'tzedek, ve'amim b'emunato. And now we skip over to page 21 for another one of the Psalms that we do during Kabbalat Shabbat. There's a group of 7 of them, and we pick this one this week, this one another week, a couple of them this week, whatever. So we're picking page 21, Mizmor LeDavid. Mizmor LeDavid, Havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, Havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, Havu l'Adonai kevod shemo, Ishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh, Kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod hirim, Adonai Amayim, Amayim Rabim, Kol Adonai Bakoach, Kol Adonai Behadar, Kol Adonai Shover Arazim, Vaishaber Adonai et Arzei Halvanon, Vayarkidem kemo egel, Levanon vesirion, kemo ben re'emim, Kol Adonai chotzev lahavotesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar kadesh, Kol Adonai yechol elayalot, vayechesov ye'arot, uvechalo kulo omer kavod, kulo omer kavod, Adonai lamabul yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech le'olam, Adonai os le'amo yiten, Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom, et amo, et amo, et amo v'shalom. Turn now to page 23. There's Sidurim underneath you or in the pockets behind your seats. So, and if you are less familiar with the Hebrew or the tunes, no problem, just sing la 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 la. You pick it up quickly after a while. We're in this Sidur, and if the Hebrew is, you feel a little bit rusty on the Hebrew, there's transliteration for a bunch of things, there's translation for a bunch of things, and one of the things I really love about this Sidur are the comments on the sides. There are both on the right-hand side, there are more technical comments, and on the left-hand side, more poetic comments. So whatever suits your fancy, engage in some way with this, and you'll find it, I would bet, rather satisfying. So we're going to turn now to 23, 24, and 25 for Lecha Dodi. And I must say, since we see the composer in the house, Peter Levitan over there, for the first of this mashup of 2 Lecha Dodis, I just wanted to acknowledge Peter's presence in the house, as it were. Page 23. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד. אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ולתהילה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי מקור הברכה. מראש מקדם נסוכה, סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי לקראת clapping's okay. פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. מקדש מלך עיר מלוכה, קומי צאי מתוך ההפכה. רב לך שבט בעמק הבכה, והוא יחמול עלייך חמלה. ילאי ללאי ילאי ללאי ילאי ללאי ללאי ללאי. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התנערי מעפר קומי, לבשי בגדי תפארתך עמי. על יד בן ישי בית הלחמי, קרבה אל נפשי גאלי. ילאי ללאי 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 ילאי ללאי ללאי ללאי. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. התעוררי התעוררי, כי בא אורך קומי אורי. אורי אורי שיר דברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לא תבושי ולא תקמי, מה תשתוכחי ומה תהמי. בך יחסו עניי עמי, ונבנתה עירתי לה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, פני שבת נקבלה. We're on the top of page 25. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי יללי יללי, פני שבת נקבלה. איי איי איי, לך דודי לקראת כלה, ינני ינני ינני, פני שבת נקבלה. והיו למשיסה שוסייך, ורחקו כל מבלייך. יסיס עלייך אלוהייך, כי משוש חתן על כלה. לך דודי לקראת כלה, יללי יללי יללי, פני שבת נקבלה. איי איי איי, לך דודי לקראת likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela oy yamin usmol tifrotzi v'et Adonai ta'aritzi al yadish ben parzi v'nismecha v'nagila lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela ay 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 lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela oh boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha uvetzolam toch emuneh am segula boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela ay 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 lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Good Shabbos. We're going to turn to page 27 for the Psalm for Shabbat. Mizmor, mizmor, mizmor shir, shir leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor, mizmor, mizmor shir, shir leyom HaShabbat. Tov, tov, tov lehodot, tov, tov lehodot l'Adonai. Uzamer leshimcha elyon. Tov, 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 tov lehodot, tov, tov lehodot l'Adonai. Uzamer leshimcha elyon. Mizmor, mizmor, mizmor shir, shir leyom HaShabbat. Mizmor, mizmor, mizmor shir, shir leyom HaShabbat. Mizlai, lai, 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 nai, nai, lai, 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 להגיד בברכתך ואמונתך בלילות האלה. מה גדלו מעשיך, אדוני, מאוד עמקו מחשבותיך, ישבר לא ידע. We're on page 28 at the red arrow, Tzadika Tamar. Tzadika Tamar yifrach ke'eres bavanon yizkeh shetulim beveit Adonai bechatzrot Eloheinu yafrichu od yenuvon beseva deshenim Vera'ananim yiyu lehagid ki ashar Adonai tzuri tzuri velo avlata bo. So at this point, we are going to call upon Rochelle and all of her daughters, including our bat mitzvah, to come on forward and light the Shabbat candles. And we'll ask everyone to please rise and join us in the bracha for the candles for Shabbat.
Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lechalik ner shel Shabbos. Good Shabbos.
What did you say, everybody?
Good Shabbos.
Shabbos, everyone. Go say hello to somebody. Kiss the person next to you if you're allowed to do that. Shabbat shalom, David. Everyone may be seated when you're done wishing your neighbors a good Shabbos. And we certainly hope it is a good Shabbos for everybody. And we know, Nora, that this is a very exciting Shabbat for you. And I have every confidence that it will be a great Shabbos for you. So what I'd like to do now to sort of kick things off in that regard is to call up your parental units with you to come up to the bima and present you with a very, very special gift. You want this? Sure. Okay, but you guys stand a little closer to each other.
Nora, we love you very much. And tomorrow's a very special day. And some of you may remember our family, and some of you don't know the community members, but tomorrow is Nora's 13th birthday. So her bat mitzvah is extra special because it's celebrating her 13th birthday as well. And you're here surrounded by a lot of family, some people who are the LA regulars, and some people who have come from a long way, like Robin and Zoe and Kirk, and the Siegel family from out of town. And we're all here celebrating with you and supporting you. And tomorrow there's going to be even more family and more friends and more people from the dot community. And it's going to be a really great day. And it's been fun to see you getting more excited as your bat mitzvah nears and feeling more confident. And we're really looking forward to it. So tonight, in this kind of intimate environment, it seems like the perfect time to present you with your talit. And here's Dad to say a few words.
Nora, our hope is that this talit will always remind you of being surrounded this weekend by friends, family, and community, and everything that you learned studying for your bat mitzvah, and that whenever you put it on in the future, you'll be reminded of your accomplishment and be filled with the same sense of joy and pride and community that you are this weekend.
Don't put it, no, put it on her, but you can give it to her, because it is now hers. Mazal tov. And as I remind all of our B'nai Mitzvah, we don't wear the talit at night. I'm wearing a talit because I'm leading the service, but you guys aren't wearing a talit. And I quiz every bar bat mitzvah, what is the one night a year that you wear a talit? Anybody? Kol Nidre night. That's when everybody in shul wears a talit. But the rest of the time, It's more of a morning, daytime thing. It has to do with the tzitzit, which we're supposed to see, and it's hard to see when it's dark outside, et cetera, et cetera. So we wear the talit. We wear the talit in the morning, and so Nora will put this talit on first thing in the morning before shul starts and have it on for the entire service from the very beginning, and hence we present it, have the parents present it at night on Erev Shabbat. Okay, and so speaking of Erev Shabbat, we just finished the Kabbalat Shabbat service, which is the welcoming Shabbat service with the special psalms and tunes that we, some of which we know and love, some of which are new tunes to people, but you know, it's always good to learn new tunes. And I always try to mix up some of the new with some of the old, so everybody gets, something, I don't know, what is that, borrowed and something new? I don't know. So now we move into the Ma'ariv part of the service, the regular evening service, which begins with the Baruch Hu, and that is on page 39a, so I invite everyone to please rise for the Baruch Hu. Yai, lai, 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 la, lai, 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 nai, nai, hai, nai, nai, lai, 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 lai. Baruchu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam, leolam va'ed. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam, leolam va'ed. Yai, lai, 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 nai, na, nai, nai, lai, 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 ai, lai, 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 lai. You may be seated. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro. Umavir yom umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai tzvaot shemo, El chai v'kayam, tamidim lo chaleinu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv haravim. Page 40, Ahavat olam beit Yisrael m'chahavat. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines up from the bottom of page 40. Lai, 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 nai, 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 ya la, lai, 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 nai, 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 lai, lai, yai, lai, lai, ai, dai, dai, yai, dai, lai, la, 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 lai, dai, dai, try it with me, ai, lai, lai, yai, lai, lai, ya la, lai, 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 nai, 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 ya, na, na, nai, 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 ki hem chayenu ve V'yorech yameinu ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu uvahem nege yomam nege yomam yomam v'laylam uvahem nege yomam nege yomam yomam v'layla ay nay nay ay nay nay yana nay lay 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 ay lay lay ay lay lay ay lay lay yana nay lay lay V'avatcha tasir mimenu le'olamim Baruch ata Adonai Ohev amo Yisrael Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol meodecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ve'shinantam levanecha ve'dibarta bam בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. We continue with the second and third paragraphs of the Shema on page 42. והיה אם שמוע תשמעו עצותי אשר לכם מצוותכם. הארץ ויאמר אדוני משלי מור דבר בני זולם ציצי לו כנפי פגם ודותם ציצי לו כנפי Adonai Elohechem emet ve'emunah kol tov v'kayim aleinu ki Adonai Eloheinu ve'en zulato 43a Hayal anivra lanu midareinu v'yotzei tamu Yisrael mitoch from the top of 44. ומלכותו ברצון קיבלו עליהם משה ומרים ובני ישראל לכנו שירה בשמחה רבה ויאמרו כולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני מי כמוך נהדר בקודש נורא תהילות אוסף אלה מי כמוך יאי לי 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 איי לי 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 איי לי 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 יאי לי 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 ים ביי נה 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 ay la 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 la, ay la la la, ay la 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 la. מלכותך ראו בניך, בוקי הים לפני משה. זה אלי אנו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. איי לה 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 לה, איי לה 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 לה, איי לה לה לה, איי לה 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 לה, איי לה 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 לה, איי לה 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 לה, איי לה לה לה, איי לה לה לה. ונאמר כי פדרנה את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Page 45, השכיבנו אדוני אלוהינו לשלום ועמידנו מלכנו לחיים. פרוס עלינו זרעת שלומך ותקננו בעצת כל מפקח ויסר מעלינו אויב דבר וחרב ורע ויעבוד ויסר סדום ובצל כנפיך תסתירנו כאל שומרנו מצילנו ושמור צאתנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם. ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך, ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו, עלינו 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 ועל כל עמו, עמו ישראל, ועל כל עמו ישראל, ועל כל עמו, עמו ישראל, ועל ירושלים. Please rise for Vishamru at the top of page 46. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, שבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש ביום השביעי. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, שבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכו בית ישראל, בעגלה בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך, לעולם וליומי יומיה, יתברך, יתברך, וישתבח, ויתפאר, ויתרומם, ויתנשא, ויתהדר, ויתעלה, ויתהלל, שמי דקודשה, בריחו לעילה, מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דאמירן בעלמה, ואמרו Amen. It is now time in the service for the silent Amidah. Amidah is a standing prayer. This is a central part of every service that we do. And the interesting thing about the Amidah is it's in three parts. The middle part changes based on the day. So if it's a weekday, regular weekday morning, like this morning, for example, the middle part is one kind of thing. On Erev Shabbat, that's tonight, it's another kind of thing. Tomorrow morning, Shabbat morning, it's another kind of thing. Shabbat morning, tomorrow, before the Torah service, and then after the Torah service, there's considered an Amidah both times. Each part is a little bit different, because each focus is a little bit different. So on Shabbat, even though the parts are different for the different times of the service, Friday night, the first one in the morning, and the one after the Torah service, the ones on Shabbat all, oddly enough, celebrate Shabbat. So I invite you to either look at the words in the book, in the Siddur, which the Amidah goes from 47 to 52, or think on your own about why a day like Shabbat could be important. I mean, not just because Nora's having her bat mitzvah, that's important, but in general, why is a day of rest important? Why is a day to separate you from all the stuff that you do during the week and all the running around and all of the news out there? I should stay more separated from the news on Shabbat, shouldn't I? And all that stuff. Why is it important? What can it do for you and for your soul? Take a few moments. You may be seated whenever you're done. Ose shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. Yamana nai 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la nai 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 yamana nai la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 yoseh shalom bimromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ועל כל יושבי תבל ואמרו אמן. יתקרא ויקרא שמי רבה ביולמה דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון ובימיכון ובחייתך בית ישראל בעגלה ובזמן קריב ימרו Amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevorach li'olam u'li'olmei omaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipor v'yitrumam v'yinaseh v'yidadar v'yidaleh v'yidalel shmei dekudesha brichu le'ela min kol berachata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata damiran b'yama v'imeru Amen. Titkabel tzoloton u'vauton d'chol Yisrael kodam avuhon divishmaya v'imeru Amen. Yehi shlam rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'imeru. Amen. Oseh shalom bibromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'kol Yisrael v'kol yoshvei tevel v'imeru. Amen. So I am about to invite up our bat mitzvah to lead us in the Kiddush, but first I just have to say, normally it's not at this point of the service, it would be after the Kiddush and before Aleinu. If it were darker outside, we would count the Omer being the series of days and weeks that we count between the second night of Pesach and the beginning of Shavuot. With the intention that Pesach, which represents freedom, is not really full freedom or even the kind of freedom that we actually really want without the responsibility of what comes with receiving the law, which is what happens at Mount Sinai on Shavuot. And Nora's going to talk more about that tomorrow, about what, things like order and rules and things like that mean to people. But I also want to just mention that in the spirit of counting, this week's Parsha Bamidbar begins with a census. So we're counting, and I remember many years ago, one bat mitzvah who stood up here on Parshat Bamidbar, and she started her drasha with 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, really, according to a real Yiddish tradition, you would count not 1, not 2, not 3. We're not really superstitious, just a little stitious. But so there's counting in this week's Parsha, and counting the Omer is counting. So there's a lot of counting around now. So when you get home tonight and it's dark outside, then you can count the Omer. And I can't tell you what day to count, because then I would be counting the Omer too early. But I can tell you that today was day 45. I'll bet you can figure out what comes after 45, and then that would be the number of the Omer that you count. Now, considering that the Omer lasts for 49 days, you can tell we're pretty close to Shavuot, which indeed is Tuesday evening. So, with that having been said, I would like to welcome Nora up. You want to bring your notebook with you? And I see you have a kippah there. And before you lead us in the Kiddush, I hope this doesn't fall. Okay. Before you lead us in the Kiddush, I have a bag of goodies. This is our bat mitzvah gift bag, or you get merch on your bat mitzvah. So we are so happy to be able to present you some gifts because it's not just because, well, it's your birthday and it's your bat mitzvah, so you should have some gifts. But these are gifts that we, that is to say, Adat Ariel and others in the Jewish community, feel are important for a young Jewish adult to have with them always and forever. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the box that your Kiddush cup, which is over there, and I'm going to bring to you in a moment, came in. There's a little plate in here too. So the women of Adat, the sisterhood, and the men of Adat have given you a Kiddush cup to keep for your very own and to keep always in your house wherever you may live. And we in the rabbinic department have given you a kippah, so you may always have a kippah for your little Kabbalah. The youth department has given you a book called B'Kol Echad, which has a whole lot of songs and also all the things that you do on Friday night, the Kiddush and the candle lighting and Havdalah for Saturday night and Birkat HaMazon and all those kinds of things, and a whole bunch of songs. The Federation has presented you with a book called Israel Matters, and it does. And it's really important to read what this book, in a very clear and easy to understand fashion, talks about, which is, so many different aspects of the state of Israel. So they're in here. And there's a bookmark in here, which is not just to be used as a bookmark, but is, amazingly enough, I can touch it because it's not really money, but it is worth $100 because you can redeem this for an activity to be, if you take part in an activity from something called the LA Jewish Teen Initiative. So that is here. I'll put it back in your book so it stays there. And then we have a whole bunch of certificates. Certificate of Bat Mitzvah, certificate from the JNF that they planted a tree in your honor. The old joke goes, your day to water it is Tuesday. A letter from us saying that we, Adat Ariel, will give you $100 towards an Israel or Jewish camp experience of your choosing. And there's this new gift, which is, I've never presented this gift before. It is from a joint group of organizations, USY, USCJ, which is the United Synagogue for Conservative Judaism, the RA, that's the Rabbinical Assembly, the CA, that's the Candors Assembly, along with Route 1, are honored to present this certificate for, it says here, $3,000 for a travel to Israel on a Route 1 approved Israel summer program. So if I were you, I would check into that, right? So I'm going to put all this stuff back in the bag. This is yours to take home tonight after services are over. Don't forget, you'll be taking home the cup that you're about to use any moment. Let me put this right here and bring you your cup. And I'd like to ask everyone to please rise and turn to page 55.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotah, v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho, v'ahava uvratzon, Hinhi lanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishi, ki hu yom tehila lemikra kodesh, zeher litziat mitzrayim, kivanu b'harta ve'od Shabbat Kodesh Ve'ahava uvratzon Hinaltanu Baruch Ata Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. You can take it back to your seat with you. Okay. Yasher kochech. Just walk carefully with that cup. You can finish it as you go. Here you go. You can grab this over. And we remain standing and turn to page 56 for Aleinu. Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הרצון, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל עמונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגובי מרומים. הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבות אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. Okay, נקווה לך אדוני אלוהינו רוב מהרה בני פרץ. תגנו למה מלכות שלך בכל בני בשר. ולכבוד שמך יתנו ויקבלו עולם. כי המלכות שלך היא עולם תמלוך בכבוד, ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. You may be seated. As we prepare to recite the Mourner's Kaddish, we must acknowledge those people who, first of all, we are still mourning in the period of Shloshim. These are Carol Cunningham, Tamar Wise, and Marilyn Safenowitz. And this week, we will observe the following yortzites in the upcoming week: Samuel J. Barron, Daniel Scheikoff, Rose Small, Albert Weiss, Sylvia Cohen, Lisa Cooper, Max Farber, Reese Cattleman, Rebecca Koritz, Anna Pill, Fanny Rosenblatt, Naomi Saltzman, Moshe Stein, Louis Volk, Sophia Berkowitz, Renee Berg, Molly Fliegelman, Richard Green, Ben Katzoff, Fred Odenheimer, Stella Wess, Merritt Bill Behrman, Nathan Englander, Samuel Ehringer, Bernard Lavender, Malka Lozowick, Zev Kaufman, Clara Kaufman, Zvi Kaufman, Etta Kaufman, Gita Kaufman, Menachem Kaufman, Zahava Kaufman, Sylvia Abelson-Strom, Jacob Tracht, Uziel Adler, Jacobo Albertinsky, Donald Bonnet, Harold Emis, Dave Glazer, Eva Kesses, Joseph Klein, Leah Leibovitz, Elaine Mazer, Alexander Masler, Loretta Bloomfield, Charles Bowman, Louis Buckner, Erwin Kaplan, Robert E. Klein, Ray Shapiro, Marcia Startrocht, and Jeffrey Sunderland. Are there others whose names were not mentioned for a Yortzeit this week? Those who are in mourning or observing Yortzeit, please join together in the Mourner's Kaddish, Kaddish Yatom, on page 58. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, bi'alma divra kirute v'yamlich malchute, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kari v'imru, Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach leolam uleomei olmaya, v'yit barach v'yishtabach v'yit pa'ar v'yit romam v'yit naseh, v'yit hadar v'yit aleh v'yit halal shemei dekudsha brichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiran bi'alma v'imru, Amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru, Amen. And may you all be comforted, and we all say Amen. So, before we close this evening with Hatikva, I just want to thank you all for coming here, wish you a Shabbat Shalom. Tomorrow morning services begin at 9 a.m. in Deber Chapel with our introductory prayers, and then after a slight coffee break, we come into here at 9:30. I would like to thank David for accompanying me this evening. And let's see, I think, aside from pointing out that Nora's bat mitzvah is tomorrow, the only other thing I'd like to mention is that Shavuot is coming up this week, as we said before. Tuesday evening, we're going to have a Tikkun Leil Shavuot. That is, it's traditional on Erev Shavuot to study. And this year, what we are doing is we are having two speakers come, and there should be flyers out in the lobby, in the foyer, on the counter. I apologize that I only remember the name of the first speaker because I've known him for a long time, Stephen Wendmuller. And he's going to begin his presentation at 7 p.m. And then at 8 o'clock, we're going to do like a 10-minute service and a 20-minute cheesecake break. Cheesecake. It's traditional on Shavuot. It's a milchik holiday, so cheesecake. And then at 8:30, we will begin with our second speaker. It will be on Zoom, so we encourage you to come in person, but if for some reason you can't come in person, you can go on to the usual Zoom link that we have under our Minyan, not page, but on the page where Tefillah is, we have a link for coming to Minyan on Zoom. So that would be the Zoom for Tuesday evening. And then services on Wednesday and Thursday are at 9 a.m., just like on Shabbat. And on the second day of Shavuot, on Thursday, we recite Yizkor. So for those who are remembering loved ones, Yizkor is something that we recite 4 times a year. And so this is one of those times. And with that, unless anybody else has any other announcements, no? Okay. We are going to close with Hatikva. And if you would like, and you would like to follow the words and you may not know the words by heart, they are in the Siddur on page 448. So I invite everyone to please rise. Kol od balevav penima nefesh Yehudi homia ulefate misrach kadima ayin letzion Sophia od lo avta tikvat Zion v'Yerushalayim liyotam chofshi be'artzeinu eretz Zion Yerushalayim. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. David, can I borrow you for about 3 minutes or less? Okay, here we go. I'm just schlepping my chazarai with me. I have this, and I have this, and I have this. Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Early in the service.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not, it's not very clear, I'm sorry.